One of the biggest reasons I build my business the way I do is because I prefer digital assets. Now, when I say digital assets, I'm not just talking about digital products. I'm talking about things that I create one time and they can continue to work for me over time. Okay, so just think things like video, books, digital products, blog posts, things that live on platforms like YouTube, Amazon, Pinterest too. Okay, that's the type of business that I really, really, really enjoy building in this season that I am in. And I'm going to talk about the mindset around that and how and why I really classify this as a soft business, calm business, quiet business. And it is different from what others do or some, that I even done before where I relied solely on right now. Okay. I need you to see my post right now. I need you to read this right now. I need you, I was building my publishing business. I was very, very much so heavy on Facebook. That's right there. I still get tagged when it comes to publishing books, still deemed as an expert in the area. I don't think that ever will leave me. However, I know now that the way that I'm building up my business, I really love it. And I think that's the best thing when it comes to building a business. I got my coat right here, y'all. I'm a little cold. But that's the best part about building a business. You do want to build a business that you actually enjoy. I really enjoy what I get to do. And I say that every day. I get to do this. I am legit living an answer prayer. I'm legit living a a life based on my belief. I believe with all of my heart that the work that I'm putting in this year in 2026 will continue to pay me even in 2030. Yeah, that's how your girl, that's my belief. And so I'm going to continue to operate that way. So I'm gonna, in this video, I'm going to dive more into my mindset around this. And maybe you might think the same way. I love connecting with women that you don't have to think like me, but I love connecting with women that really see things beyond where we are right now. I know there's so much going on in the world, so much going on. I'm not talking about that, but even in spite of, building, building a business that I absolutely love. So hopefully I say something to help you, maybe to push you, maybe it's for you to really, really see why I think the way I think and how I'm really building this long-term business. So you know me, you got to get your drink. I don't have a Alani today. I didn't I didn't drink one today. I'm gonna drink one probably after this video. I got me some covers. I'm a little cold because the family got the air on. As you can see, it's a little rainy out, so my lighting looks a little bit different. But we going on, okay? We gonna make it do what it is. I've always been a long term thinker. Like even before I started building my business this way, the way I'm building it, I was always the type of person that thought the long game. Now I like, right now money. Okay. I love making money fast too. Absolutely. But if I could make money quickly, great. Absolutely. But what I love even more is knowing that I'm building something that can last. Even way past me being here. Okay. I always talk about the body of work. I always say that in my video. So that idea when it comes to having a body of work, I want to let me talk about that really, really fast. One of the things that excites me the most about digital assets is that I'm building a body of work. Every video, every book, every digital product, every blog post, it becomes a part of this library of work that represents my ideas and my thinking. I love that. It's so beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. And the work just keeps working. As I keep working it, it just keeps working. that goes back to belief as well. I fully believe in everything that I'm doing. I believe everything that I'm doing is right. Okay. I believe that I'm doing it right until, and I keep doing it until God will place someone or something in my life to say, hey, you're doing it good, but I want to help you to do it better. It's like coasting. It's like just living, just doing what I know to do, what's already in my mind. I am the definition of using what's in my hand, using what I already have, not searching for something else, not searching for if somebody else has it. No, I already have it. So I'm going to work with what I have until what I have is not enough. And God has a great way of however you look at God. You know, I look at God. I am a Christian, so I have a belief that Jesus was a person, that he died on the cross. I believe those things, right? You can have your belief, but I believe even with different beliefs, right? It's still principles around how we believe and what we believe. So I believe that yes, I'm going to use everything that I have in my hands right now at this very moment. What I have right now, what you have right now is good. Okay. What you're doing is good. Okay. However you're building your business, it's good. Use what you have right now. Okay. So that could mean using what I have right now, like YouTube, you know, watching other creators and, you know, gleaming from that at that standpoint until what I have is no longer what I need right now. Okay. I need something more. So I believe that God will place either a person or the thing or something in my peripheral and say, okay, daughter, this is your next step. You're going to need this next. Okay. I just have this different way of life, of living, not just business, but it's like I've been through a lot of things and I know you have too. So it is like, I like to live in the moment. And in this very moment, I have everything I need. In this very moment, you have everything you need. I also think about the future a lot. Okay, it's going to come a time in a year or two where I decide that I don't want to create as much content anymore. You know, maybe I just want to just live off of the grid, but just live, right? Travel more. And I'm seeing I'm doing that more now. I'm spending more time with my family. So if I ever decided to slow down like that in that capacity, I still want my business to work. That's the goal for me. You know, creating this content to help, to be an encouragement, to be a resource, but to also see the end vision for myself. That's why I love digital assets, because what they do is they allow your work to keep working even when you're not creating something new every day. Okay. So a YouTube video can keep getting views. I got videos right now that keep getting views. A book can keep getting download. A digital product can keep selling. Long as I keep it up for it to sell, it's going to keep selling. And that right there by itself, honey, that's powerful. That's powerful. Now, I love social media. I'm not against social media. I also don't like relying only on social media. Okay. Social media is amazing. It's great, but it moves fast. Your posts disappear. The algorithms change. Even with YouTube, the algorithms change. And sometimes your content only lives for a few hours. Even now with Facebook, you may see your posts. I think when I woke up this morning and I was on Facebook, I saw some posts from 21 hours ago, maybe a day ago, maybe even 3. I seen some even 5. So Facebook, just to give Facebook an example, I think that they are trying ways to work through their algorithm. Now I'm going to tell you, the platform that has the best algorithm, I believe, is TikTok. TikTok has the best algorithm. And let me give you an example of that. As you know, one of my passive income streams is tokenized real estate. So because I wanted to share the message around tokenized real estate, I already have a TikTok that I've recorded, day in the life content, all those type of content, right? And then I said, you know what? I'm going to start a whole new TikTok just for tokenized real estate. And I did that. When I view the algorithm, when I tell you, when you start a new page on TikTok, like that's the best thing that you can do. Like that, it's the best thing. I'm so glad that I did. Yes, I get the views and all those things. I got the leads in my business, so my digital real estate business is growing. But what I noticed with the algorithm is that even if I decided to scroll on the For You page, so that's people that I'm not following. It's just like I see people's videos from January. And at the time of this recording, this is March. So I'm seeing January videos. I'm seeing February videos. It's like a brand new timeline, especially if you start a new account. So that's why I love TikTok. I think TikTok is one of those platforms where it could give you a little bit of that YouTube vibe, but it's still, I still YouTube is going to be the top. But that algorithm is amazing. It's amazing, especially if you're a new account and you're starting over. Even on my personal account on TikTok, I see people's videos from February, from January, even some in December. So it doesn't matter when you create the content, right? Because it's going to work in the feed somehow. So that's my thought process when it comes to algorithms. You can see places like Facebook, they're trying to get, because TikTok that's why it was a whole discourse around TikTok, because they have an amazing, whoever created TikTok has an amazing thought process when it comes to the algorithm. They program that thing like no other. Okay. I believe that YouTube works kind of like the same. And that's why I love YouTube, because as a long form video creator, I have a video right now, friends, that get 10, I think I'm up to 20K views, and I recorded that video earlier. Let me see. I'm going to pull it up. Let me see if I can pull that video up. I recorded that video probably in February. Let me go to my channel really, really quick. And I'm going to go to it, because that video is I still get comments. That's 7. Okay. The one where I talked about quiet book income, why I publish short books, that video is up to 24K views. 24K. I published it a month ago, and it's still working. That's why I like YouTube. This is why I like this. And what happens when that type of video goes on like that, then I see more views going up on my other videos. Okay. This is why body of work matters. This is why you have to get out and create your content. Like, it's not the time to sit on the sidelines, or it's not the time to say, oh, I just want to set it and forget it. No, you got to put yourself out there every day. And somebody said to me, every day, you got to create content every day. Absolutely. And thank goodness for platforms like YouTube. I can schedule. I can take a day, create, and then you can schedule them out. Like, we are living in such a great time. Let me say that. We're living in such a great time. I love digital assets because they live so much longer. So much longer. So let me give you some examples of what I call digital assets. Okay. My business is focused on things like YouTube videos. That's, of course, short books. I call them mini her books, 50 pages or less. Digital products, blog posts, SEO platforms. I'm talking about searchable platforms, medium.com, Substack, Pinterest. These things can continue working for years, not days, but years. Okay. And I'll be honest, there's something so special, really, really special, about sitting back and realizing, wow, I created this. I created this. Like, I created this from my mind. an idea I had turn into something real that other people can actually use. Okay? Oh, that makes me feel so giddy inside. That feeling right there is one of my favorite parts of building digital assets. I love what I get to do. I love that I get to do this. Knowing that something that I created can help people and also continue to support my life. The same for you, okay? The same thing for you. And that's really the foundation of a soft life business that I talk about, over quiet business, not hustling forever, not constantly chasing the next thing, but building assets that give you more freedom over time. Mm-hmm. As I continue to build, as you continue to build, you're going to see the rewards. Okay. Now, how I build my business, it's not set up to just make money fast, 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 fast. Now, there's some ways, I have digital products and things, stuff in my description that, affiliate links, all those great things. Listen, okay. I do pretty well doing this. Okay. And on top of that, ready to be monetized here on YouTube. Now I'm monetized. The first level, they have 2 levels. The first level, you can have 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. So I did that over a year ago. That unlocked the first level of monetization, meaning that's why I have a store. That's why I can have those of you that are members of the channel that, pay a monthly price. I can have that. When I go live, you can send like different, what they call it, like, I don't want to say emojis, but people can send money. They can, donate and things like that. It's some other ways. I just unlocked affiliate portion here on my channel. I got to look at it to see how I'm going to incorporate that on my channel, where there are brands that you can promote their items and tag them on your videos. That's something that I just saw in my back office the other day. So that's the first level of monetization. I think I named everything that you get. But the most part is let's see if I can go to it. The most part is the shopping. You can have the shopping experience. And I love that. I got to get something working with my shop. So I want my shop, my digital products, to display on the front of my homepage. So I'm working. I got a ticket and everything going on with that. But the shop is open. But it's just because even if you go on my home tab and you go to store, it's not going to show up. Unfortunately, I got to get some things worked out. It's something in my back end. I got to get that part worked out, but it's working. It's working, and I'm just so grateful that, again, that I get to do this, that I have the honor of doing this. That God saw fit that this is my life. I love it. So if you are building an online business, I always encourage women to think about this question, like, what are you creating today that can still work for you tomorrow? Okay. Because once you start thinking like that, your entire business strategy begins to change. It really, really does. Okay. That's why I prefer my business like it is. This is why I prefer digital assets. And it's not because it's trendy. Okay. It's not because it's really, really trendy, but it's because they really do support the kind of life that I want to live. I say this all the time. You got to get clear on what you want. When you get clear on what you want, everything you need, you already have to make it happen. I love a life where my work keeps working, even when I'm resting, even when I'm taking a nap, team nap, right? The way I'm feeling cold made me want to go take a nap. But no, I got some things to do, so I can't take a nap. But I love this, and I hope that my prayer is that my videos inspire more women and also cause you to think differently, to give you a different perspective. Okay, because it's a lot of people that build businesses and on YouTube and those things, and nothing is wrong. Please know, I'm never the type to say, oh, you don't need to do that. No, you need to do what you enjoy. There are some women that I'm connected to. enjoy coaching. They enjoy mentoring. I love those things too. Those are part of the back end of my business. It's not really the forefront. I like just creating. It's like in a certain, so I don't like, not I don't like, it's something about just being responsible for yourself and your own success. But then I love helping others as well. So that does take another sense of responsibility, whether you like it or not. It's another level of responsibility. So I like that as well. But there's some women that enjoy providing services. I know some amazing publishers that I had the opportunity of coaching and being their mentor. They are amazing at what they do. They love providing those services. Everything works. You get clear on what you want. You get clear on direction you want to go in, and everything that you need, you already have, and everything will line up for you. Okay. So that's all for today's video. And I hope that you learned something. I inspired you to do something. Hopefully I inspired you to really take action. No matter what you're doing online, whether you are a UGC creator, YouTube, digital products, you got to create the content, girl. There's no way around it. You got to create the content. You got to put yourself out there. Now you can do faceless things. I got some resources down in the description too. Courses and things that'll help you around this SEO, basically this digital marketing age, so you can learn those things. Check out my there is a course called Digital Profits U. Great if you want to learn digital marketing, how I do business. If you want to learn how, I do business, learn this digital marketing, I have that for you. Or maybe you're like, you know what, Sharlrita, I really want to build like a faceless brand. Like I want to do this faceless. I got a resource for you too, because there are women killing it. I don't know if I can say that. Hopefully you don't watch my video. There are women doing very well. Faceless. I like faceless too. I got to get back to, I got to look at my schedule because I had an idea for a faceless brand that I really, really want to build. I'll let you know because I may do it because I invested in a community, amazing community. Oh my God. They are women. They are really doing it. And the strategies that the creator created around, faceless, I was able to see a different perspective, like a whole different perspective. And there are women out here they taking care of their families, and they're making good money. Faceless content. Their faceless brands are, like selling digital products, selling courses and things like that. Yeah. So there, if you want to do it, it's out here. There's resources out here to help you to do it. And my goal, I really want to continue to be a resource to you. So if I see something, I got my eye on something that I'm going to talk about on my channel very, very soon that I'm really excited about. Okay. I love investing into resources for myself. I just love learning new skills. Like if I can learn new skills, y'all know I'm team learn skills, because the skills are going to take you many places. And when you have these skills, nobody can take it away from you. When you have certain, like, how to do certain things, like with books, I know how to do that with my eyes closed. Nobody can take that skill away from me. I can make money forever because I learned the skill of doing YouTube videos. Okay. I don't teach it, but I have a resource that teaches it, right? If you really want to get into YouTube. So yeah. Okay. I'm going to end the video for real. I hope that you have an amazing day. You learned something from this video. All the resources are in my description. What was that? A bird? All the resources are in my description, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Okay? Bye, girl.